Okay. We are doing something a little different today. I have been on hiatus. I have been nurturing this baby, but I've had some bumps in the road and I am ready to clear them. They are being cleared as we speak. And my joy and my spirit, it just always, it finds joy in bringing through messages, interpreting messages. And a lot of times the things that I tell you are the things that I'm reminding myself of as well. And so we're going to see what the spirits have to say to us, what great spirit, the consciousness, the voices of consciousness, and all of the great spirits of the universe have to say to us today. I chose the Doreen Virtue Ascended Masters deck. And let's get on with the message. Okay. We have 4 cards today. That's interesting. I've never pulled both of these cards together. So the first card is mother, wife, sister, daughter, Lady Nada, father, husband, brother, son, Osiris, meditate, Siddhartha Gautama, Buddha, trust, Vishnu. Mother, wife, sister, daughter. This card by itself, you have a very feminine energy, and she has the moon. I think it's more of like a moon behind her, and that represents woman, and she has flowers and just all these curves, and curves represent the feminine. And she just has this, I mean, I would wear this outfit. This is nice, but it's also filled with curves. And there's this fierceness in her eyes, but there's also a softness there. And she's saying to me to bring that out, to embrace it, and to forgive and let go of any types of energy that is surrounding your role as a mother, as a wife, as a sister, as a daughter. Um, Not all of you watching may be married, or you may not be a mother, but you're somebody's daughter. You may not even be a sister biologically. However, all of this represents the feminine energy around you. So it's saying to embrace it, embrace your role in the feminine, whatever that means to you. But feminine is the role of the receiver, of the lover, of the creator, of all things introspective, all things inside, all of your inner being, everything that requires you to look within. And if there's somebody that you need to forgive, then forgive, because in reality, in the grand scheme of things, there's nothing to forgive, because we're all here co-creating, and we're all here bringing out things in each other that we need to express. And what someone might have in your eyes have done to you and made you feel as if you were a victim, they did something for you that, instead of looking at yourself as the victim, allow yourself to be in the power seat. Allow yourself to see what this came to remind you of about yourself. And if you haven't figured that out yet, that's where you need to go when you're thinking about forgiveness, is what did this teach me about myself or show me about myself? I'm not telling you to have an affinity for this person because they unintentionally yet intentionally showed you something about yourself. It's up to you to see what was shown to you. So if you feel like someone has done something to you and you have received it, being the feminine, in the feminine energy that you have received this in sensitivity. You may be an empath. All of us are empaths at some level. But you've received this energy, and now it's time to give this energy back to the world. It's time to give it back to those around you. And I don't mean the same energy that you receive that requires forgiveness on your part. I mean the energy that you received upon healing, or what was shown to you. So for example, someone said something to you that really hurt your feelings, right? And maybe you felt oppressed. Maybe you felt like they took something from you, right? And then you look inside and you see that really they didn't take anything from you. Maybe they showed you your strength, right? They sent you into introspection. They sent you inside because you don't like feeling the way that they made you feel, or you allowed them to make you feel. You don't like feeling this way, so you go inside and you explore, and you're like, all right, and you find all these things come to you. Maybe you meditate, and these messages come to you about why this has continued to show up in your life, because this isn't the first time that you felt this way. So in feeling this way, you realized a chain of thoughts that were not serving you, that were attracting more of this thing to you that you perceive as negative. And so now you go to this place where you're like, okay, I'm letting this go. And it becomes a place of, it may be seem difficult at first, but it becomes a place of joy because you know you are lifting the veil. You're taking off the unnecessary heavy ass armor. You're taking it off. All right? And now you're starting to feel lighter. You're peeling back the layers. And if that person wouldn't have said that to you or done that to you, and you wouldn't have taken the initiative to look inside, meaning exercising your feminine aspect, if you would not have taken that time to do that, then you wouldn't have figured out, or you wouldn't have seen these thought forms that have been invading your mind and your heart and have been standing in the way of your happiness. So however that applies to you, look inside and see where it is that you can become cohesive. You can bring yourself together. These two cards together, coming out together, to me represent the balance of the masculine and feminine energy. So as just with this card, you have the masculine, and you see that these are more straight lines and, you know, angles, and you have some curves, but they're more so, everything is more angled. And that's the representation of the masculine energy. And you need both. Everyone needs both. So it's not just because you're a man that you have masculine energy and you don't have feminine. You have both, and there it requires a balance. And so father, husband, brother, son, same thing. Not everyone is a father, husband, or a brother, but everyone is a son. And this is telling me to make sure I have the balance of giving as well as receiving with this card, but the balance of giving, of applying myself, of putting myself out there. Okay, so here I receive the feelings of joy and happiness and love. And this is what I seek, and I feel it, and this is the feeling. I feel this. I receive it, right? So then we have where we are now putting one foot in front of the other, where we're putting action towards whatever it is that we're feeling. So we get the feeling and we follow that feeling. And so now, here we are putting forth that masculine energy, and we're putting this together to manifest what it is that we desire. And it's going to come in the most beautiful, unexpected way if you allow room for there to be unexpected. If you allow room for there to be peace and joy, all those feelings that you received inside, you allow these feelings to flow through you and manifest on the outside, manifest in your life, and you're allowing it. And so you're not just constantly doing. You're taking the time to receive, and you're also doing. And so then we're meditating. We got the meditation card. And I think this goes hand in hand with both of these, because if you want to know where you are on the spectrum, you must meditate. Now, a lot of people think that meditation is somewhere you have to sit down for an hour or 30 minutes or whatever it could take. You could take 3 minutes, 5 minutes. You can get the message in 1 minute, hell. But take the time to sit in silence, okay? And allow your subconscious to come through. Allow the divine to speak to you and allow you to see what's there so that you can move forward from it. And a lot of times you don't even have to see what's there. You just are open for the message of how to move on or move forward or to feel that joy or feel that happiness. You're open and you're thankful and you're grateful, you're appreciative, and all is well. And you know that all is well. And you're just taking the time to connect with your higher source, whoever that is to you, however that looks to you. I'm not here to push on you any kind of God being or ancestral being or anything. I call in Great Spirit. That's what I do. I call in Great Spirit. And I ask Great Spirit to show me the way and to show me what it is that I need to know or need to understand or remember or grasp at this moment. And I wait and I listen. And I trust that the answer that I receive is what is. Because it takes an incredible amount of trust in your higher self to just take what it is that you receive at face value. Take it for what it is. Don't overthink it. Just allow the message to come through. And you'll know the message when you feel the message. Like, there's this feeling that goes along with that message, and you're like, oh yeah, that's it. Thank you. It's almost like a smiling on the inside, you know? And so I invite you today to smile on the inside, to allow yourself to be in harmony today. Allow yourself to be in harmony. Let go of anything that is preventing you from having that harmony.